We've arrived at Buckley Space Force Base, home to these mysterious and truly imposing geodesic structures.
To grasp the sheer scale, this single radome before me stands over 100 feet tall. But what is the true purpose of these radomes? They serve a critical protective function on a global scale.
What's most fascinating is how they hide in plain sight, towering over suburban neighborhoods just next door.
Their appearance is so unique, you would be forgiven for mistaking them for this famous Florida landmark.
But this is no theme park. This is a high-security base operated by United States Space Force Guardians.
So what are they hiding? The radome shell protects this, a massive, complex satellite dish hidden inside.
And Buckley isn't alone. It's one critical part of a vast, interconnected global network of sensor stations.
Their primary mission, to detect and track potential threats, communicating constantly with our vital satellites in orbit.
And the most critical threat they are built to counter is the launch of a ballistic missile.
This global data network streams directly to mission control rooms, manned 24/7 by these dedicated professionals.
In a high-stakes scenario, information is relayed instantly, and the team must react with speed and precision.
This is Buckley Space Force Base in Aurora, Colorado, the epicenter of America's space-based missile warning system.
I've been given exclusive access to go inside one of these mysterious domes to see the technology. To understand the pressure, I'm participating in a high-intensity missile launch simulation alongside the active duty crew.
The simulation begins, and I must try to keep up, tracking the threat alongside these highly trained experts. While the world sleeps, this silent, constant vigil ensures global safety, day in and day out.
I've learned these structures are not all the same. Each type of radome serves a very specific purpose. And to understand its current mission, we must look back at this base's long and secretive history. Buckley began as an Air Force base, but it has dramatically evolved to meet new challenges from space. Its location is strategic, forming a key part of Colorado's space triangle with other nearby bases. We've seen the outside, but now it's time to dig deeper into the incredible technology hidden within.
The missile defense system works in 3 key phases: satellite detection, ground-based radar, and data relay. First, orbiting satellites detect the intense heat signature of a missile launch from anywhere on Earth.
The second layer of defense uses these massive radar systems. Massive ground-based radar systems begin.
Finally, all these different components work together, creating a seamless and overlapping net of sensor coverage. Back inside the radome, this giant dish is the vital link, receiving and sending critical tracking data.
The crew commander receives confirmation of the threat, verifying the data from her team of expert operators.
This complex exchange of information happens in seconds, relayed across thousands of miles to the command center.
Operators see the threat in real time, tracking its velocity and trajectory with pinpoint accuracy.
My guide is explaining the sheer power of this facility as we head back inside for a closer look.
Standing underneath the dish is truly breathtaking. The soldier points out the key components of the machinery.
The engineering required to move a structure of this immense size and weight is simply incredible.
It's hard to comprehend the power contained within this structure, quietly protecting us from above.
But there's a quirky side to this high-tech base, something I never expected to find here. My guide continues the tour, explaining more details about the facility's day-to-day operations and history.
The satellite dish itself is enormous, spanning nearly 100 feet across, a true marvel of engineering.
He points out the complex motors and support structures that allow the dish to move and tilt.
This technology can communicate with satellites in geostationary orbit, over 22,000 miles away in space.
Back in the simulation, the crew commander moves through the room, ensuring her team is tracking every signal.
Every piece of this base, from the Guardians to the technology, works together for a single mission.
Then, my guide points out something hilarious. A classic Ford logo with the name Fred on it.
He explains it's an old nickname for the dish, a piece of institutional history from its builders.
Maintaining Fred is a constant, hands-on job, requiring technicians to climb deep inside the machinery.
It's a perfect reminder of the human element behind this massive, imposing, and serious military hardware.
He explains his role with pride, detailing the expertise required to operate this complex surveillance equipment.
I'm blown away by the complexity. This technology is operating on a level I never could have imagined.
There's only one way to truly experience the scale. I'm gonna climb to the very top. After a daunting climb, I've made it. I am now standing inside the massive satellite dish cell.
But it's not just missiles. They also track smaller threats, like a simple laser pointer blinding a satellite.
Being in here feels otherworldly. This incredible vantage point really puts the entire mission into perspective for me.
As the day ends, the mission continues. The crews change shifts, but the vigilant watch never stops.
Now I'm heading back to the Mission Control Center to learn more about the operators themselves. This entire room is a symphony of specialized roles, with each operator managing a critical piece of data.
The crew commander oversees the entire operation, ensuring every Guardian is focused and performing their specific duty.
These operators are the human intelligence behind the machines, the ones who analyze and act on the data.
Lieutenant Alyssa Alameda is the crew commander, responsible for leading this team during high-stress operational shifts.
Specialist Jose Armenta is the cyber crew lead, defending these critical networks from digital attacks and intrusions.
He stresses that this mission is not just American. It's a vital international partnership for global security.
During the simulation, Lieutenant Alameda takes charge, her urgent instructions galvanizing the entire team into action.
In our interview, she explains the immense weight of responsibility that comes with commanding this critical mission. She describes the pride she has in her crew and their ability to perform under immense pressure.
But there's another battle happening. The fight in cyberspace to protect this vital data from adversaries.
Specialist Armenta explains his team's job is to hunt for threats within the network, 24/7.
We're talking about defending the digital frontier here. It requires absolute focus. He describes cyber defense as a constant state of...
The operators and cyber specialists all report to a senior leader who commands the entire strategic operation.
The data we gather here is of strategic importance, allowing us to disseminate critical information to our global partners.
We track everything in the atmosphere.
His team navigates an overwhelming, constant flow of information from a multitude of sensors around the world.
He stresses the need for constant collaboration and readiness to face any threat that may emerge.
The Space Force is made of diverse personnel, all working in unison to maintain security in space.
When I look back at the beginning of my career, the technological advancements we've witnessed are truly incredible. It's been a privilege to serve during such transformative times.
This facility is the Mission Control Station for the Space-Based Infrared System, or SBIRS satellite constellation. I've had an amazing time with this crew, but my journey into the Space Force isn't over yet. The mission here has a long history, carried on by generations of dedicated men and women.
The technology changes,
but the core objective has always remained exactly the same: global vigilance.
From the Cold War to the modern day, their objective is clear: to guard the globe.
That simulation was absolutely intense. The amount of data and speed required is just staggering to experience. Now that the drill is over, I'm gathering the team to debrief and discuss what just happened. I want to understand how they handle the pressure and coordinate their actions so seamlessly together.
The tension finally breaks as the simulation is declared a success, and the threat is neutralized.
Lieutenant Alameda explains how these simulations are vital for keeping the crew's skills sharp for any contingency.
My mission at Buckley is complete. It's time to head to my next Space Force location. I'm meeting him at another high-tech facility, one focused on combat forces and strategic command. After packing up my gear, I'm retracing the route south along the strategic Colorado Space Corridor. The general has a fantastic sense of humor, and we immediately hit it off, discussing his career. He commands a vast network of guardians, all working to ensure our forces can operate freely. But the conversation turns serious as we discuss the challenges and complex threats emerging in the space domain.
The Space Force mission is broken down into 3 core components: superiority, operations, and global space access.
Space access is about ensuring we can launch and deploy new satellites and technologies reliably.
The general explains that maintaining space superiority requires constant training, maintenance, and technological innovation. Our interview concludes on a high note, having gained incredible insight from his many years of service. From the mountains of Colorado, the Space Force projects power to the highest frontier of human operation. It was a genuine honor to sit down with such an experienced and knowledgeable leader.
But the work never stops. In dark rooms like this, Guardians are always monitoring the globe.
The general emphasizes that every operator plays a critical role in the larger defense and intelligence network. This human-machine partnership is the core of the Space Force, combining technology with expert human judgment.
This requires continuous training and education, keeping the force ready for the challenges of tomorrow.
A dedicated team, advanced technology, and a constant, quiet vigil, protecting the planet from high above.
A powerful reminder that this high-stakes mission exists to protect everyday life, right here at home. The Guardians of the Space Force remain on watch, ensuring the safety and security of the space domain. A silent, constant watch. Coming next, an in-depth look at complex strategic operations, exploring high-stakes scenarios from recent global events.
From personnel on the ground to vital assets in orbit, every piece must work in perfect synchronization. Inside the command center, operators analyze incoming threat data, making split-second decisions under extreme pressure.
The rapid dissemination of verified intelligence is crucial, allowing commanders to make informed, critical decisions. Advanced systems provide battlefield awareness, tracking assets and targets with unparalleled, real-time precision.
The speed of data is a strategic advantage, compressing the time between detection and decisive action.
Senior leaders rely on their teams to filter this massive flow of data into actionable intelligence.
The crew commander is the vital human link, translating complex data into clear, direct orders.
The cyber team works on verification, ensuring the data network is secure and trustworthy during the operation. Every single piece of information must be analyzed and cross-referenced before any action is taken. The synergy between the cyber, intelligence, and operations teams is absolutely critical to mission success. Monitoring regional hotspots,
teams must be ready to track potential missile launches at a moment's notice.
In a larger command center, multiple operations are monitored simultaneously by hundreds of specialized personnel.
Advanced stealth aircraft are critical, designed to neutralize high-value strategic targets while remaining completely undetected.
But these complex operations always begin with the vital intelligence gathered by crews on the ground.
Identifying potential threats and high-value targets is the first step in any successful strategic operation.
This intelligence is then disseminated, providing a clear picture of the battle space for commanders.
Every person, from the operator to the commander, plays a crucial role in this high-stakes process.
Verification is the key. The cyber team must ensure all data is accurate and free from manipulation.
The crew works in tight coordination, cross-referencing information to build a complete and verified intelligence picture.
From threat detection to cyber defense, every facet of the mission is covered. Next time, on. The commanders and their crews. The human intelligence that turns complex data into decisive, protective action.